Can you see my beard? Not anymore. He's not got a mic.
I don't think.
Hello, guys.
What's up?
Yo. What's up, Santiago?
All good. How are you?
Doing well, man. Just crammed in a closet.
Whereabout are you?
I'm in Switzerland right now.
In Zurich?
Yeah.
Nice.
The one and only Matthew Kelly.
Just when I said we're doing it this time for the Europeans, despite no Europeans coming. See that? We get a Swiss guy and he's wearing plain V-necks. That's not just a Scotty thing.
Not it's European.
Nico.
What up?
Hi, guys.
Damn, is Matthew rocking the optimized army sweatshirt?
Yeah.
That's a hot style.
Are we gonna get any more on here? Or is this gonna be another small group?
Yeah, well, I bet some people will trickle in. We can go ahead and get started though.
New people that joined haven't been terribly active.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Apart from like Colin.
But yeah, I think a lot of them are taking their time.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of them are older and more busy. All right, let's go ahead and get started, boys. Is there anything like general shit?
Just maybe if you like your ad costs recently have gone up, or if you're seeing like pretty high numbers off the bat compared to what you're used to, perhaps. That's just Q4, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So like no need to panic if you're starting up right now and you're break even. I would say that's a pretty good place to be, and I think probably like right about now it's going to start improving again, and then there'll be another increase before Christmas.
Okay. So let's start with Santiago. Where are you at right now, brother? You just joined pretty recently, huh?
Yeah, about 9 days ago, to be exact.
Word. What's the update? Where you at?
I got my store ready to launch.
Beautiful.
I just
Working
finished
fast.
it today, and yeah, I just got one question, more of a beginner question.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's regarding the address. I don't know where it's going to show up for the customers because I don't want to put my real address in it. So I don't know if you have a way to not show it, or maybe recommend some virtual address or something.
Where have you put it so far?
Just in the Shopify settings, in general settings.
In the Shopify settings, the only place I can think that it would show up is in like the order confirmation emails.
Okay. And credit card, something like that?
What are you using? PayPal and Stripe?
Yeah.
For payment processing? So it's going to show up on the invoices as well on both PayPal and Stripe.
Okay.
So what most people do is they get like a post box, which payment processors generally don't like.
Mm-hmm.
It's worked for me so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely the move. Is you want to get a business address that's different from your personal address,
Okay.
and use that. In the meantime, I mean,
why don't you want to use like your personal address for something like this?
Well, it's actually not something of a big deal to start with, but it's not. It's just my parents' address still live at home, so they prefer not to show it. So that's why.
Gotcha. what I used to do is I had a post box over in Germany, and I used that because in Switzerland the post box situation is a little hard. I don't know if you can get like a post box easily. I couldn't at the time, so I just had one of those German shipping addresses where you get your stuff shipped to, and I used that.
Okay, we'll look it up.
Otherwise, just see if you can get a post office box, like a little lock box that's like your address there.
Okay. Yeah, other than that, I think I'm actually ready to launch. It's the only thing right now I need to know.
Sweet.
You launching tonight?
Hope so. I'm waiting for a question that I asked. Was it the coach for an advertisement? Wasn't really sure how to put it up, or what to put up to be exact. But I got everything ready to launch.
Sweet.
Gotcha. Dope. All right. Any other questions or anything? Just ready to go?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's everything.
Awesome. I'm pumped for you, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, let's go to Nico.
I was actually going to ask if I can go later because I'm waiting for the conference room to free up.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Matthew Kelly.
How are we doing?
What up?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Last few weeks we've been doing the worldwide thing, worldwide targeting. But I'm not sure whether I should go back to America now. What do you think?
Why do you want to go back to America?
I wondered whether the cost would have gone back down again or not.
It's definitely gone down again versus Thanksgiving, Black Friday, but I would stick to international unless you have a very specific reason to do US only. So
Okay.
there's like some stores that have a very clear US bias. Anything related to American sports, groups of people that are only really prevalent in America. But for everything else, I would test international. Because when you're testing international, a large part of your spend is still going to be in America.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing that I'm struggling with is just like, I reckon it's probably my ads, but is like the CTR. Like the other thing is like the CPMs and CPCs, they're really low, but it's just the CTR at the moment.
The thing about that is like if your CPC is good, but your CTR isn't, that might be the type of traffic or the type of people Facebook is showing your ad to. So I wouldn't worry about that CTR number on its own if your CPC is low.
Yeah, the CPC and the CPMs are really good, but it's just the CTRs. So
what are your CPCs?
Let's have a look. So some of them are like 30 cents, 20 cents, and then CPMs are like, some of them are like $2 or $1.50.
So your CPMs are very low. So Facebook's probably showing your ads to people who are less likely to click.
Right.
So you could suddenly do different targeting or whatever, and suddenly your CTR goes through the roof. It goes 5x, but so does your CPM. You're back at the same sort of cost per click. I wouldn't worry about those individual metrics right now because you're getting traffic to your store at a decent price. Now let's make sure it converts. So to get it to convert, you need to work on your store and also your ads though. So like, let's just, at the metrics you're at, forget about the CTR for a minute and try and figure out what's the most compelling way you can present your product so that people are going to see the ad and be like, damn it, that's cool. I want to buy that.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
With your product, is there any sort of video footage you could use of it?
Yeah, there is, to be fair. I was going to look at getting it sort of edited. I think there's one on AliExpress. you know, when they have those little videos,
Yeah.
whoever could have that edited and then use a video.
That was kind of my thinking when I saw your ads. Like, they're all right, but I think a video would be more attention grabbing of all the different situations where your product can be used.
Yeah.
And then maybe from that video you could make a GIF. Like, I think that the main thing that I've seen with GIFs, like on the product page, is where I'm talking specifically, is if you can make a GIF that shows people like how your product works and why they should buy it, it's going to help a lot, because that visual representation is so powerful, because people, you know, don't tend to like to read, and when they can just see immediately visually what your product does, how it works, and why they should buy it, you know, it's going to work really, really well. So I would say that you could definitely try that. I think that the biggest thing that I saw with what you're doing, Matt, is it's not clear why I should buy this. What is this going to do? Benefit for me? Why should I actually spend my money on this? I think that's really the main thing you're missing.
It was one of those things where it's like, until you said it, I didn't really see it, but it was like, when you said it, it was like obvious. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it's always like that, man, because you're so close to what you're doing. It's hard to kind of like take a step back and see things as someone who's never seen them before.
Yeah, I think you just forget like about just stuff like that, don't you? So,
what do you think of the way he's framing it for who it's for? Is that the market? I think the market might be broader. I think the market is fucking chicks who want to have a dope Instagram rather than.
Yeah, I think that could be an angle. Like, level up your Instagram game or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's it. Because everyone wants to have a fucking dope Instagram.
Yeah.
It's not, I want cool content.
Yeah.
I don't think content is the word people use when they're talking about having a dope Instagram.
Game, no reason.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, thinking about who it's for. I would target it to a broader audience that just wants to have a fucking killer Instagram, that just wants to look cool and portray that killer lifestyle, whether it's a dude or a male or female, just having a sick Instagram rather than for content.
Yeah.
Content creators is different to just a random dude who wants a cool Instagram.
Yeah.
I would work with your ad copy and then also your product page copy to make it more mass appeal, to make the wording so that it appeals to that person who just wants to look fucking cool to their friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, so have a look at the video, getting a video done then. And then, use that would be a good angle, I reckon, yeah. Use the Instagram. Do you think it's like I guess it can be like an outdoorsy type product as well, I guess. Or not?
I mean, it can definitely be used outdoors. I don't think that's the main draw of it.
Yeah. Well, the main thing is it takes pictures for you, doesn't it? So, in videos, so it gets the angles, doesn't it, and stuff. So, yeah, man, I don't really have any questions. So.
Okay.
What does the metrics look like on this? Because I know you were getting some sales. Like, how much have you spent versus made?
Let's have a look. I did like an Excel spreadsheet the other week. I need to update it a bit. But I think I'm about $700 in the red, I think. Something like that.
Gotcha. So were you spending for quite a long time on that then? For a couple of weeks?
On this one?
Yeah.
No, that's like overall, that is.
Ah, okay, gotcha. But on this one specifically, because I think you've had more traction for this than the other.
So I only ran it Saturday and Sunday. And then this new one, I've only started today. So like $80. It's like up to about $100 now I've spent on it.
Gotcha. I made like two sales or 3 sales.
I haven't had any sales on this one. On the last one, I had a few sales on the last product.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I think like like Nate was saying, the copy in the ad wasn't that great, was it? So
I think we can work on it in terms of who it's targeted to. I don't know if we've got the market quite right.
yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I'll definitely do some research and then see, who's actually buying the product, what are they using it for, why do they buy it? Go on Amazon and see what you can find. But I think that the more so making it for getting awesome pictures for social media and showing those off to people, I think that's definitely a more compelling angle than just like this is convenient for content creators.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right, let's go to Grant.
Yeah, what's up? Okay, so I've been running into like the stupidest problems like that I should not be dealing with. So
maybe that's what it's all about.
no, okay, so I'm having trouble with my Verify and my Suite upsell and then creating a Gmail account or a G Suite account. And so with my I typed it in the Slack chat, but I don't think there's anybody like nobody can really do anything about it. So with my Verify timer, it's just not showing up. And so I contacted their support team and I've been like emailing back and forth for like 2 weeks now. And like we've tried everything. I've tried different browsers, incognitos, clearing my cookies and caches on my Mac. Literally nothing has worked. I even tried switching themes, still nothing. So I actually uninstalled the app and they were like, we can get you a refund. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I might try again in the future. And then with the Suite upsell, it just won't install on my Shopify store for some reason. And I contact their support team. We're trying to get it figured out. We've been trying different domain names because I changed my domain from like the Shopify original one to like what I wanted it to be. And so I tried both and it's still not downloading onto my Shopify store. Don't know why. I'm still emailing with the guy right now. He said, try to get your original Shopify domain and use that as your login, but it's not popping up on my like domains on Shopify because I guess I like deleted it or something. So I don't know how to get that one back because he's saying to use that domain. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of. And these issues are tough for us to help with because it's like, support tech related stuff that like, unless even if we could go into the back end and see everything, we're not exactly tech support wizards. But
yeah,
if you're having this many issues, like I might just start a new store, like just start a new Shopify account and just like,
really?
Like if all this shit is going wrong, if you can't even get your domain to work and like all this kind of shit. Yeah.
I think my domain's working. It's just that for some reason he's saying to log into or to create an account with Suite Upsell, use your original domain name with the
you have to use the .my Shopify, but you can find if you log into your store, you should see it.
Yeah, it should have the URL
should be URL bar.
Yeah.
Where do I go for that? The settings, right?
No, just go to your Shopify dashboard and then look at the URL.
Oh. And then just copy and paste it.
Yep.
It says /admin at the end of it though.
Yeah, just get rid of the /admin.
Okay, I'll try that. And then with the G Suite thing, so I was creating the account and they weren't really clear about like, okay, this is what your email is actually going to look like, or at least I didn't understand it. And so at the very end of the process, I was like, oh wait, I don't want my email to be that. I want it to be something else. And so I hit like backspace or the back arrow like a bunch of times. And I guess it just fucked up the process. And so when I went back through it, they're like, oh, sorry, your email is already being used. And I think it's because I hit the back arrow. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
like I put in all my information, put in my email and everything, and almost at the very end of it, I was like, oh, that's what my email is going to be. Like, I don't want it to be that. So I clicked back and then had to go with everything again. and then they're like, oh, sorry, your email's already being used.
Can you just use a different email?
Yeah, I can, I guess. Does it matter? Because I want my emails to go to my Shopify store email for Shopify related stuff.
You definitely do want to have that set up like long term, but you don't really need that like right off the bat. What you can do is just have it set up in Shopify so that I forget exactly where it is. I think it's in like the domains section in Shopify. You can have like your domain emails, at whatever.com forward to a regular Gmail account. So then you can just make a regular Gmail account that's just, whatever your store name is at gmail.com. And then everything will get forwarded there. And then you can just reply from there. And it's like, is it like 100% professional? Like, no, but is it that big of a deal? Also now.
So I can just, I can keep my Gmail on my Shopify store, or like, is that going to be okay for now? Keeping my Gmail account or Gmail email on my Shopify store?
Yeah, whenever you're putting, I mean, you don't even have to have it forwarded. You could literally just have your support email just be whatever your Gmail account is. Just make it, if you haven't made a new Gmail account, just make a Gmail account that's, whatever your store name is at gmail.com.
Yeah, that's what I have right now.
Yeah, so you can just have that. I mean, you don't necessarily need it to be an at domain.com email address.
Okay, so like,
it doesn't really matter that much.
Okay, so like, it's just my Shopify store name and then at gmail.com. So that's good for now.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just make sure that in like the settings and stuff that you have that email there, so that when customers email you, it's going, they're seeing that email and they're sending it to that email.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then I wrote down a couple other questions. They're in my notes. I'm not really familiar with Zoom. Can I like get out of the app and then go to my notes, but still be like talking to y'all?
Well,
yeah.
Minimize the window. Don't close it.
I think he's doing it on his phone.
Yeah, it's on my phone.
Yeah, of course.
Can I do that? I might be able to look at it on my Mac.
Give it a shot. We'll find out. You
can definitely leave the app and still be on the call.
Okay, yeah. Okay. This was like, I think this is dealing with like returns for customers. Am I supposed to keep my personal phone number for the override phone number settings in Oberlo? Because I wanted to do the options. I wanted to do that option instead of asking for customers' numbers at checkout. But I don't want to be bombarded with like text,
Yeah, you're not going to be bombarded with text.
I'm what? I'm confused.
You just take it out, can't you? So you don't have to put a phone number.
Take it out?
Yeah, you can just put all zeros.
Oh, really?
And have
the customer doesn't have to put their phone number. Yeah. You just need an email.
Okay. And then am I supposed to like, because at first I'll be dealing with like customer support and returns. Am I supposed to email like a thank you, we've received your order? Like
no,
manually?
Shopify automatically does that. If you set things up like we have in the B.O.S.S School of Business, then all that should be automatic.
Okay. And then something I'm concerned with my like, because some of my stuff is like you can personalize it, and so on AliExpress there's no like clear options of how you personalize it. Some of them just say, if you want it personalized, then just leave it how you want it personalized in the notes below. But I don't know how that's going to transfer onto my Shopify store. Like, am I supposed to leave in the description of my products, like, leave a note in the comments below how you want it personalized?
I think you can get an app for that, so that there's a field where it's like, enter, your engraving, whatever it is that you want on there. I would search up like personalized engraving app or something like that.
I think Ryan Banks told me there's like an infinite options on Shopify that you can kind of do that with, but I couldn't find.
Yeah, I would just Google, man. I know that you can do that. I haven't personally run a store where I've had personalized products like that. But I've seen multiple that were like that, and I don't think it was difficult to set up. So I would just search online. I bet you can find it pretty easily.
Okay, so if I set the app up on my Shopify store, the way they personalize it goes through to AliExpress. Because like, what if there's options on that app that they don't have on the actual AliExpress product? You know?
I mean, you're just have to cross that bridge when you get there, man. Like, we can't tell you what to do because we don't have the store. We can't tell you exactly what you're gonna need to do because it's gonna be situation specific.
Yeah.
But it's not like that difficult of a thing. I know for a fact that it's not, and I think that you're probably overthinking it a little bit because that's kind of what we tend to do when we're doing something new.
Okay.
I think you're kind of, based off what you've been saying, I think that, you're kind of thinking about all the potential problems that could happen when you start running the store, which is good in a sense because you want to be prepared, but at the same time, you also don't want to let these things delay you and stop you from getting things up. I would say, do things as fast as you possibly can, get the solutions and fucking, honestly, most of these things I think you'll be able to find pretty easily how to fix them on Google if you just, search around and are, just like determined and kind of like crafty and just like search around. You should be able to find answers to most of these things.
Okay.
But yeah,
I mean, with the personalization, worst case, you would just have to copy it over for the first few orders until you have a solution to do that automatically.
Okay.
You're going to have the info in your Shopify. You just need to put it in when you order the product on Ali, and that's that.
Okay. All right. And then I don't know if I'm overthinking this too, but like some of the products on AliExpress, they like say, if you want it personalized, leave a comment below in the notes how you want it personalized. But like some of them don't, and I think it's the same way. You just leave a comment below. So in my product descriptions, do I need to like say that, like leave a comment below in the notes or whatever when they're ordering it, how they want it personalized?
You're not going to do the thing with the notes because you notice how to you it's confusing how to do it on Ali. You're going to have to do a better job on your own store. So you're going to look up one of these apps to personalize the product, and then it's going to be really simple. You're going to make it very clear of where people need to enter their name or whatever they want it personalized with.
Okay. Okay, I got it. I think that's about it right now.
Word. All right. Let's go to Colin.
Sup?
What up, dude?
Doing pretty good. Started running ads this week, and I'm pretty much break even. Which is great. Actually, because I got Scotty on my ad account. I recently opened up the e-packet countries, and the CPM went down like to a quarter of what it was for just US targeting. And I think actually if I trim out all the fat and all the audiences and all the other ad sets that were doing poorly or had a really low ROAS, probably get this thing profitable. But
yeah, dude, I mean, right now, like you're gonna be testing so much shit that you're inevitably gonna have stuff that doesn't work that's gonna bring your overall profitability down. But like, if you just launched ads this week and you're already break even, that's like a really fucking good sign. So I think you gotta continue what you're doing and testing new things and cutting off what doesn't work and slowly scaling up what does. And then over time with doing that and then sort of optimizing what else you're doing with your product page and increasing the conversion rate and getting making better ads and increasing your average order value and things like that, you'll definitely be able to get profitable.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing separate product pages for each of the audiences that I'm targeting that are more tailored specifically to that audience. I don't know if that's doing too much or if that is something that'll work well, but I'm probably going to try it.
Idea that I don't think you're ready for yet. Like, let's just focus on getting one page as good as possible before we.
Yeah.
Because like you think you're targeting exactly one type of person, but there's going to be overlap between the audiences. Like, I wouldn't try to become too fancy with the Facebook targeting like that. One thing, like if you notice, there's people completely unrelated niche, but like if you're selling a backpack and everyone that's buying it is like from the hunting interest, then yeah, give the backpack page more of a hunting feel. But I think in your situation, just focus on improving the overall funnel, the ads, the video ad, the product page. Just improve the overall page before you start trying to like fine tune and really hyper target one type of person, then have different pages. Like just keep it simple and make it really fucking good, and then you'll be profitable.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually well, okay, so let me put this out. That product that you showed me, I actually, like I said, I ordered that a few days ago because I saw one of those ads that you showed me, and I have it coming in today. So you think, because I have a bunch of time, right? Because I got laid off, so I've been putting a bunch of time into this. And I was gonna open up that second store, but since this is doing well, I was thinking maybe I just test more products in this store that are related instead of starting a brand new store from scratch. Because specifically that one you sent me, I thought I could target a different audience. I've been doing market research on that one while I'm waiting for more data to come in and working on all the other stuff for what's currently doing well.
Yeah, how different is that product?
It just glows. That's it.
Gotcha.
It's the same thing. It's the magnetic thing, but it just has that aesthetic glow to it. And
yeah. So I wasn't sending you that because I thought the product was interesting. I was sending that so that you can see another example of a video ad.
yeah,
Like, I don't think that's going to make a big difference whether it glows or not.
yeah,
I would just take inspiration from that video ad and that store as well. Check out the store and everything. Maybe they're doing something in the product copy in their content that you aren't, and see if you can what you're already doing based on what they're doing. If you get some ideas from that. I
yeah,
would
definitely.
test another product that is similar. It's like the product selling. The product isn't the problem.
Right. Right. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I have that problem where I try to do too much at once. But yeah, I've been working on different versions of the current stuff that's working, different thumbnails, different hooks, different ad copy. And then I'm cutting 2 interests that have a terrible ROAS, and I'm going to put up some more, I guess, some more optimized, more targeted interest tonight. So
Sweet.
yeah, I think that's all I got. Oh yeah, another thing, I run into a problem with AliExpress. Since I opened up to our e-packet countries, I had a few orders from Belgium and Mexico, and immediately when I tried to order from Belgium, AliExpress was like, transaction is flagged. So I had to give them like a picture of my ID and my credit card and a bank statement and all that stuff. Is that normal,
Yeah,
or should I be worried?
has that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure Nico and Matt Kelly can confirm on that one. I bet they've faced it as well. That's just something everyone has. It isn't because of Belgium or Mexico. It's just like a standard AliExpress thing. Takes a couple of days and you'll be good to go again.
All right. Just want to make sure I wasn't fucked or anything.
No, it's all good. Just what Alipay makes you do.
All right. That's pretty much all I got.
I got one more question. So with my Verify and Sweet Upsell not working, so should I just go ahead and start like running ads anyways?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't need either of those things to launch. Like
right. Yeah.
Verify, you definitely Verify is definitely more ideal. That's probably more important than Sweet Upsell. Like you don't need Sweet Upsell to launch. You definitely don't need Sweet Upsell. I mean, you don't 100% need Verify. Ideally, you probably want Verify, but don't let shit like this just like stop you in your tracks. There's always more things that you can be doing and things that you can be improving on. And when there's not, there's just more to learn. There's more research to be doing about your market, more to be learning about who you're selling to and what your competitors are doing. So yeah.
You don't want to be on this call again in 2 weeks saying you figured out the G Suite issue, but you haven't figured out the other 2 issues and you haven't launched yet. Like make sure you launch ads like soon.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. Colin, do you have any more questions, bro?
Yeah, actually, I thought of some. So this is kind of like, I've been Googling around trying to figure out how the hell to do this. So your campaigns in the Facebook ads that are no longer active, is there a way that I can kind of, I guess, I don't know if I should delete them or what, but I want to see the cost per result of the current campaigns that I'm running rather than all of them that I've run in the past, the ones that are listed as inactive, they still affect like the average cost per result or, you know, other metrics.
You can delete them. I don't think I would recommend doing that because you want to have that data.
Yeah.
And be able to see like, you know, the different things that you've done and like, you know, in the future, so that you can go back and see like what kind of changed your results.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you can just select the ad sets that you want to select, and then if you press view charts, I think it should bring it won't bring up the Facebook ads dashboard like you're used to seeing, but it'll show like charts basically.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You can there's filters. So what you can do is you can go in your Facebook ads dashboard, like top left, there's going to be filters, and you can click on that, and then you can filter by like a bunch of shit, like ad set name, ad name, campaign name. So you can enter like a word. So what I do a lot is I'll enter like retargeting, or I'll enter cold, and then I'll get all my cold campaigns or all my retargeting campaigns, and you'll see the metrics for just those. Now, I haven't done this, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be an option for you to do the same thing and filter by only active.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Can you pull up Facebook real quick? I bet there's that option. I haven't done it, but I bet it's an option. Go up to filters, campaign delivery,
Active. Yeah.
active. Can you do inactive and see if it disappears? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So you go up to above the tabs, you're going to see filters. You click on
Oh, yeah.
and then you can go to campaign delivery and make it active or inactive.
I see. There we
That's
go.
also why you're going to want to have like consistent naming, so that all your retargeting campaigns have like retargeting the word in it, so you can always just filter that easily.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I was looking for.
Or even like
Sweet.
if you always name the ads in the same way, so you could have like ad number 1 or some shit, and then you can go and search for results only using the ad name ad 1, and then you'll see results just for that one.
Okay. Sweet. That's pretty much exactly what I was looking for. I don't know why I couldn't find that on Google. And another, I keep thinking of questions right off the top of my head though. Because Scotty, I know you can see my ad account. How much do you think I should be spending daily on new audiences? Still the 10 a day, or should I up it?
So I don't have my laptop in front of me right now, but I would say up it if most of what you're launching is like profitable right off the bat.
Okay. Yeah.
If right now it's like you've got some hits and some misses, I'd probably stick to it. Or just like if you're confident, like I personally don't launch at $10 a day. I launch at like 25 usually.
Yeah.
Just because, hey, if I lose $200 in a day in my first day, like I can live with that. I'm not gonna like shit the bed and close everything off and panic. But if you're confident and if you're cool with losing $100 in a day, then you can be more aggressive with it.
Okay. Yeah,
because
I had
if it's completely hit or miss, if it's like a 50-50, whether it gets 0 sales or 3 sales in the first day, then I'd probably stick to a lower budget. Just depends on how well things are going and sort of your tolerance for risk.
Okay. Yeah, because the one I opened up to ePacket, I duped the one that was working and opened up the ePacket, and I started that at 20 a day, and it's the best ROAS that I have right now on the dashboard. So, okay. Do you have any reservations and going even more aggressive, or is 20 usually good, or 25's usually a good starting point?
I mean, I would say it's up to you, man. Like,
yeah,
if you're feeling it and you're willing to, you know, you're okay with potentially losing money, like, I mean, you could start it at fucking 50 a day.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, because I'd
rather see you run $20 a day for 3 days than $60 for 1 day.
Right. To get more data.
Just because like that day-to-day fluctuation, I would rather see a lower budget over 3 days than a higher budget over 1 day. But if you're gonna let the $50 run for 2 days and potentially lose $100 with 0 sales, if you're cool with that level of risk, then go for it.
Okay.
I don't want you waking up in the morning and shutting off an ad set because it's already spent $50 without a sale.
No. I'm past that point. I had that point I had that initially, but I'm past that. Now that I see that it's doing well, I feel a lot more confident in doing that because I don't think I'd lose a lot of money. But yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm scaling these ad sets and scaling horizontally and possibly vertically. I guess this is kind of vertical because I'm targeting the same audience just in a different way. But yeah, I just want to make sure I'm doing that correctly and not screwing up what's already working. So
Dope.
Sounds like you're on the right path, man.
sweet, good to hear. Good to see. I turned on my Shopify notifications and get that adrenaline rush every time.
That's
Cha-ching.
Especially when you got the sound on too, and you actually hear
Oh yeah. Oh, I have that shit turned all the way up.
Flex on him, bro.
Exactly.
All right, let's go to Harris.
Hey, bro, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right about now, I'm just finishing semester 1, but I've written all my notes down. So should I individually take pictures of all my notes?
Yeah, I mean, just whatever you have, just take pictures of it and send it over to support.
How long do you think it would take for me to get semester 2?
Within 24 business hours. So if you send it tonight, you'll have it tomorrow.
Okay, and within that semester, is that straight away on the ads and sites and stuff?
Oh yeah. That's like really what the program is. Like semester 1 is like the prereq kind of, and like semester 2 is like the beef of the program, for sure.
Okay, that's cool. And what would I expect to be spending on ads daily?
$50 a day.
$50. Okay.
So
That's
$50 USD.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I just thought I'd just get these questions out of the way because I'm gonna submit them all now. Yeah.
Sweet.
Are you talking about $50 per ad set or $50 like overall? Okay.
You'll see all that if you haven't gotten there yet in the Facebook ad modules.
Okay, because I was actually thinking about trying to spend more than like $10 per ad set. Like I want to spend more. I'm okay with losing the money. This is also another like small question, but like the credit card that I'm using to like pay for Shopify, is that the one that's going to be used to like pay for like my ads?
It's whatever card you put it on Facebook.
Okay, cool.
I mean, yeah, you can do, if you want to do more than $10 per ad set, you can. Personally, when me and Scotty are launching stores, we tend to do more like 20, 25 per ad set. Obviously that ends up getting us to a lot more spend. The reason we have it like that is because, the majority of people in the program, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, that was an aggressive one.
Bless you.
Thank you. The majority of the people in the program, we found that, most people aren't really ready to be spending that amount of money, especially right off the bat. Like we're really trying to make it so that you minimize your losses and maximize your gains. And if you're launching right off the bat at, $100, $200 a day total budget, there's a good chance that you're going to lose a lot of that money. And we want to make sure that you're losing as little money as possible. So that's why we have it set up like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I want to lose as little money as possible, but like I have quite a bit of money saved up that I'm ready to invest in this. So that's why I say I'm okay with losing money. I mean, I obviously don't want to lose money if I don't have to, but like I'm ready to.
If you want to be more aggressive with it, then you could do $20 a day instead of 10, or even like 15. But I wouldn't go much higher than that to start.
Okay. All right.
I would start at $10 a day, and then once you get your feet wet, once you get some experience under your belt, you could go with a higher budget. Just start with that low budget. It'll do, like mentally, it'll make it a lot easier for you.
Okay.
All right, Harris, did you have any other questions, brother?
I hear people talking about having the Horify app and G Suite emails. How about if I was to use Zoho and if I've already got a turbo theme?
What's Zoho? What do you mean?
Zoho is like a private email. So it's for businesses as well. I have experience using that.
Oh, gotcha. What's the email going to be? Is it going to be Harris or support or admin at your domain, or is it something at zoho.com?
No, it's at the domain name, so you can choose like the what you want it to be at.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that works too.
I personally have never used G Suite. So
And I've got the turbo theme sent to me. So do I still need, and that's got some timers on there. Do I still need Horify?
I think no, they have the countdown timers on there, I believe. So no.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's all the questions I have really. Thanks for that.
You're not going to need.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
I just want to throw this in there. Didn't someone put in the chat? I think it might have been Nico. I'm not sure, but someone threw in some custom code that basically did what Horify does, and it's free. So, and it works with the default themes. I think. I don't know about custom, like themes you pay for, but I don't even know if you particularly need Horify, right? Because you could just use that code. Or I might be wrong.
I mean, I think you probably can. I think Horify is probably going to be easier because you're going to have to edit the code, and I think that tends to get a little complicated for most of us who don't really have any experience with that. But I mean, that's definitely a decent alternative.
I mean, an app is just code. Like, you don't need any of it. You just do everything yourself with code. That's just going to be more complex. Something like Horify is fairly simple. I mean, it's a very simple app in what it does. So if you're like confident going into the code, you can just add it. But I wouldn't recommend that to anyone getting started unless you've got like a web development background of some sort.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I come from a coding background. I was looking at all the apps. I'm like, this is just custom code. What the fuck? So
yeah, for you it might make sense to do something like that. I'd say for people who don't, which is definitely gonna be most of us, then the apps just make it easier because you don't have to mess with the code.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Harris, do you have anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks, bro.
You're very welcome, bro. All right, Nico, you ready for us?
I'm ready.
I
got the conference room. Now I can speak in English freely and don't look like a word. Okay, so I feel like kind of stuck with my journey. I've been having good days and bad days, most bad days. I'm barely breaking even, like if I take the last 10, 15 days, but mostly I'm having days with, I don't know, like $50 loss. I'm putting in like $100 in ads per day. Maybe having 2 or 3 sales a day, which is barely to break even. But I think the biggest problem I'm having is like I'm feeling stuck in a marketing creativity way. Like I don't feel I'm understanding my market very well. I don't think my angle is solid enough, and I'm not like having one big angle to attack the market. I'm selling the blue light glasses for office women, for you to remind. And there is like, I know I've been having a sales through a combination of things, like, I don't know, some ads that have a picture and a video, and when I made the videos, I didn't get consistency. Basically, my huge problem is that I don't get consistency with any of the things I've been trying. All ad sets are bringing sales, but they bring sales for a couple of days and then they die. So I have to be like very controlling how I spend the money, because I might get like, I don't know how to spend. I couldn't find a good retargeting recipe, like neither for content views and add to carts. So I don't know. I know that I'm doing a lot of things wrong, or maybe, So there's a lot of room for improvement, but the thing is I'm not getting, clear ideas maybe about how to progress.
How often are you launching new ad creatives and testing new ad creatives?
Like basically the first month I was doing a lot of creative change, like with testing different pictures. And as I don't have I made a big pie of different products to test and made custom content, and the ones that are selling the most didn't arrive. So I couldn't make my custom content with these glasses. So I have to refer to different pictures that I found online. I mean, in the ads, the glasses that the woman is wearing, they're not even like the ones that I'm selling. That like really look like those ones, but it's the thing that
you've had this issue for ages now. Like, what's the issue with these glasses? Have you tried ordering them again, or?
Yeah, now the ones that I ordered to Argentina are in customs right now. So that's a problem that happens a lot here. And yesterday, the supplier sent another package to Chile because I'm traveling there in a couple of weeks. But for me as an Argentinian, that's business as usual.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. We need to figure out a better way to get around these problems with Argentina, because you're at break even right now and your main product doesn't have custom content. The ad isn't the actual product you're selling, and you don't have Stripe on your store. So those are three big issues that, if solved, could already make you profitable.
That's crazy.
I got Stripe today.
You got Stripe?
That's a big one.
How did you get it?
Finally. When I decided to start doing this, I got the Estonian e-residency. Know about that? And last week I opened my company in Estonia, so I got to work with that, because Argentina banking is like so closed. We're not open internationally, and if you bring US dollars to Argentina, you are obliged to change it to pesos, and that's when you lose like 10% of the value, like right after you change it. So, well, that's one problem solved.
You've got Stripe solved. That's a big one. Custom content. I think I've been seeing a lot of ads for like your type of product, and it's always, or recently, it's always been like somebody sitting there talking about the product. Like doing the demonstration thing. So I'm wondering if you just send a pair of glasses to somebody in the US, order it off Ali, get the quickest shipping there, and get them to take pictures with it and also shoot video content for you.
Yeah, these last few days I've been talking with two girls on Fiverr in order to get that done, make the videos. And also I seen this in a competitor, that they have an ambassador program. So I just put a form in my store for people to contact me if they want free glasses in exchange for pictures. And yesterday I got like 3 packages sent to them. So in the, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, I will be having like custom pictures from them. But yeah, I'm trying to solve that through Fiverr.
Gotcha, that's good. I think that's probably your biggest issue. So if you go to Chile, you're going to have the glasses. People on Fiverr are going to have the glasses. You've got Stripe solved. So that's all good progress. Then you say you spend about $100 a day. I think with where you're at, you probably want to be spending a bit less, like scale back a bit and really focus on what's working best. Because also when you reduce the budgets on stuff, the performance oftentimes will increase a bit.
Yeah, well, I've been obliged to do that. So right now I'm running like 4 ad sets, and like today I'm probably going to be profitable because like I got 2 sales and the spend is really low. It's like at 60 or 70. And yeah, it's like I scale when I have some sales, and I decrease the spend when those assets didn't work. So like that's that decision making, I think is like not the problem.
Yeah, let's
like,
keep it there at that lower spend for a bit. Get these last few problems solved with the custom content. Make sure that the girl in the ad is wearing the same glasses that you're selling, and then start increasing the budget again. Now that we have Stripe, then we have all these problems solved, and see how it goes then. But just like, you're at break even with a bunch of big issues. So I think once you have all these issues solved, you're not going to have too many problems anymore.
Okay, what about like I'm not feeling like I'm understanding well my market. Like I don't know if, or I don't find clear clues about how to speak to them. Like, should I go in a stylish manner, headaches, eye care? It's like, I don't find something that it's really sticky and has a little bit of power with my audience.
I mean, I think the big ones are going to be stylish and protecting. I think stylish, sleep, eye strain, headaches. And you need to figure out which of those is most compelling, and then put that right at the top, make that the main angle, and have the other ones sort of supplementary. Now, I've talked to and worked with people selling these types of glasses who say, we tried the whole blue light angle, like we've tried the headaches angle, we've tried the you can't get good sleep angle, and people just don't care. They just buy these glasses because they're really cool. That's one client I've worked with. Then another guy that I used to talk to, he's all about the blue light angle. So kind of depending on your market, who you're selling to, the angle that you have to make most prominent, your main angle, is going to be different. So what I'd recommend you do is find some competitors that are selling the exact same products, like down to the same version, and see what people are saying on their ads, what people are saying in their reviews, etc. Is it the stylish angle? Is it the headaches angle? Is it the can't sleep at night angle? What is it? And then make that the main thing.
Okay, well, the thing is, when I did that, I found that the people reviewing the product were all speaking about the health issues they were solving, like people with headaches, migraines, the eye strain, etc. But when I tried to put that into my products and my store, like it didn't work. Gotcha. And when I tried the video about how blue light was like affecting people, I didn't get like any engagement. So I cannot get like something that clearly shows me a path to go after.
I mean, I don't think that like there might not be one only best path to go after. I mean, you got to be thinking at this point, you have something that's, you have something that's converting at break even with all these problems that we've been talking about. So I think, you have it figured out, like, 80, 90% of the way there. Like, I think you're looking for things to solve, and like you're kind of looking for like a clear path forward when you're already on the right path. And if you just continue doing what you're doing and just slowly optimizing things, slowly improving things and getting better, like that's the path that you need to be on. It's not going to be like, I'm on this path and then, oh wait, if I do this completely different path, then this is what I need to be doing, and then everything's going to be good from there. No, you're never going to find one thing where you're going to be like, oh, this is what I need to be doing, and then all your questions are just going to go away, everything's going to be clear, and you're just going to be fucking amazing. Like, that's never really going to happen. You just have to continuously see what the results are, tweak things, test different things, see the results, and just slowly eliminate what doesn't work, and keep doubling down on what does. And I think that's really what you need to be doing, as opposed to just searching out for one hard defined path, and like switching everything to that, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, well, it's kind of what ended happened to me, because if you see one of my ads today, it has like a little bit of each of the angles, like has a little bit of stylish thing with mixed it with health benefits. And then again, the bottom line is like talking about style again. And when you go to my product page, it like they combine all together. You start reading about how stylish they are, and then how about blue light, what it is, and what's making you, and how this can fix it. So what I don't like, I'm going to tell you like my experience or what I'm trying to look for. My prior attempt to drop shipping, they were some automatic toothbrushes, and I started selling them. I chose them because reading comments in one ad, I found a guy that was talking about he being depressing, like he has depression, how difficult it was for him for sometimes to get up and brush his teeth. And there was like, that comment had like 900 comments below, like all the people saying, fuck, that happens to me. Like, I can't believe I'm not the, like people feel like they were not alone in that. So I saw that and said like, wow, there's people like don't even want to get up from bed and brush their teeth. And I made that my angle, and like people were like all relating to that. They were like commenting to that and reacting to my ads, and that's I don't feel like I'm getting something like that with the attempts that I'm making. Like I'm not having.
I mean, that's not what you're going for though. You're going for making sales that are profitable. You're not going for making people feel good in the Facebook comments.
Oh no! When I implemented that, I got sales.
Right, of course.
But
like, I think you're too focused on trying to find this one defined path where everything is just going to magically start working amazingly, as opposed to just realizing that you're already on the right path and you just need to continue improving what you're doing. And that is going to, that's what you really need to be doing, as opposed to just like looking for this one magical thing that's just going to change everything. And I think the only way to get a definitive answer about, which angles and which things are the right things to be doing is to just test them. Test your ads with different angles. Have one ad be completely only about style. Have one ad be completely only about reducing headaches or eye strain or whatever, and test them and see what the results are. And then, use that data to inform what you do going forward, double down on what's working best and cut what's not working at all. And, just continuously do that. That's really what this game is kind of all about.
Okay, yeah, it's like what we've been learning about and we try to implement, but sometimes it's like, I don't know. I know if I'm getting like,
I mean, it can be frustrating. Like, you're putting in all this effort and then, you don't get that result back immediately. And that's just like kind of how it's effort. And then, like very rarely are you going to just do something and then immediately money's just going to start raining from the sky. It's going to, be working amazing.
No, I wasn't expecting that. That's
yeah, I don't think you were, but I think that like you got off to a really solid start, and then things have kind of tapered off since then, and that's like a really frustrating position to be in, and it's just like that's just kind of part of it. And I think that ultimately you've been putting real solid work into this, and if you just keep that same mindset that you had when you first started this, then I think you'll be straight. I think as long as you do that and you don't give up, you're gonna make this work. It's just a matter of, not getting too frustrated and to the point where, it starts affecting your decision making, and then you start doing things that you shouldn't be doing, and just really trying to like look at things as an objective observer instead of like, who you are. Instead of looking at it as Nico, look at it as I'm someone random and Nico's asking me for advice. What do I think then? Try to think of things like that, because that kind of removes you from the equation, and it removes your emotional, like your emotions and how you feel about things out of the equation, and allows you to kind of look at things more objectively, because that's really what you need to be doing.
Okay, thanks for the advice.
Dude, just keep at it. Like you're close, and you just need to improve everything a little bit, and you'll get it working. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that what you're doing is going to work.
Let's hope it does.
There's no hope. You make it work, man. To say, if you have it in your head that you're deciding no matter what it's going to work, then it's going to work.
Yeah, I took that decision like a couple of months ago.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you might have forgotten that a little bit.
Well, it's like when it may happen when like we have so much things to decide and so many open points that we're trying to solve at the same time. It's easy to get I don't know, to lose the path maybe.
Dude, trust me, I know exactly how you feel. we've all kind of been there, and it's it's tough, but it's part of the game. That's really, I think, what separates the people who succeed from people who don't, is just being able to kind of push through the stage and just remain objective. Don't let your emotions get in the way, and just continue down the path that's working and just double down on that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I keep it going.
Sure. All right, Nico, you got any other questions?
No, I think it was more like a catharsis session. The questions one.
No
I don't know. Once I get the custom content, I'll be able to test more stuff. So, like,
I'm really curious how Stripe affects it. Having Stripe now.
Has been nothing but PayPal?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. I bet that alone just that's crazy that you were even able to get to this point without having the ability to process credit cards. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Well, I could make it through PayPal. Yeah, it looks, I think it's like a mix of poor customer experience, like taking you off to PayPal, mixed with like a reduced seriousness of the business, because like you get there and now you have to get out and go to PayPal. But yeah, I was getting a lot of purchases from like weird countries more than the regular ones.
Yeah, dude. I bet just that alone is honestly gonna have a pretty solid effect.
I hope it does. Like, it was like a mess to get it working, but finally have it.
Yeah, you fucking figured it out, dude.
One thing that I don't know if I'm having it clear is like about the market research. Like, I get to the point that I don't know if I'm making the things correctly. Like, should I, like, suppose that I'm trying to explore the stylish angle. Like, should I go to any blog about how to be stylish at the office and try to get ideas from there? It's like trying to get, I don't know, to the reviews or the competitors or at Amazon and see what people are saying about the style of the product. It's like a mix of them.
I think with your product specifically, it's going to be very much based on reviews, because there's so many reviews of this product in different places. And like I said before, like, two different people are selling glasses, blue light glasses. One store is going to be all about the style angle, another store is going to be all about the health angle. And if you read the reviews from both of them and combine that with Amazon reviews, which are going to be, I can already tell you, like a mix of style and health, then you'll start to see trends. And going straight to a style blog here is going to be a bit weird. Maybe in another niche, but for you, it's all about the reviews.
Okay. And yeah, well, that's, it's good to know, because like, yeah, as making marketing research or market research, like there are so many open points and so many places that we can go. So like having this kind of little, I don't know, paths that we should, or corrections that we should go like one way or the other, or where to get information, like really helps.
Word.
Good to hear.
All right. So, do any of you, the rest of y'all have any questions that came up?
Yeah, I just got a quick question. You know, if you have a country that doesn't have e-packet, what's sort of the next best one? Is it just Ali standard?
Whatever's on the product listing.
I have no idea, but AliExpress is going to tell you the answer to that.
Yeah, I mean, like I had an order for it, and I just used the Ali standard. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, just check the shipping options for that country and see what their next best option is.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it really.
Cool.
I got a few. I should start writing down my questions, huh? But so Stripe, is there a reason we want to use Stripe over Shopify payments? Because I've only been using Shopify payments.
No, Shopify payments is fine. If a lot of international countries outside the U.S. don't have Shopify payments, so that's why.
Okay.
But Stripe owns Shopify payments, I'm pretty sure. So it's kind of the same thing. It's just like, you know, it's just an easier setup and a different name.
I think Scotty disagrees with you. I see that look on his face.
They don't own Shopify payments, but it's Shopify payments powered by Stripe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that, and then also, as far as the funnel is concerned, the conversion funnel, is it common to have like a shit ton of add to carts, and then as you go on to reach checkout, it drops by like a quarter or like a fraction?
Yes.
Or is that okay? That's common. Okay. I'm at the stage where I get a bunch of data, but sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at because I haven't experienced a lot of this before. So
a quarter is exactly normal.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And then depending if you charge for shipping, what kind of offer, if you're doing free plus shipping, that's going to be higher. So it all just kind of depends, but a quarter is very normal.
Yeah, and okay. I mean, I'm looking at one of mine right now, and it's like, all right, so for this period, it says 3,500 add to carts, 1,200 initiate checkouts, and then like 700-800 purchases.
Okay, so it goes down like,
it drops off a lot.
And then sometimes it's real fucked where you have more reach checkout than added to cart. And you're like, wait, how the fuck did that happen?
That's just reporting.
Yeah, that's reporting.
All right.
I think that happens when you have the
add to cart.
sticky add to cart.
Yeah.
That takes you straight to checkout.
Yeah.
Like the action is the checkout initiated.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that a good extension to have? Because I recently started using that, and it skips the add to cart, goes right to checkout.
I think it depends on what you're doing. If you're selling like one main product and you're not trying to get them to buy any other products, like with the cart, like you could have different apps that are like, that pop up like discounted pricing. You could have it and it pops up on the cart page and it says, add one more to your cart to get 20% off or whatever.
Right.
If you're not trying to do anything like that, then I think that does make sense. But if you're trying to get multiple multiple quantities, if that makes sense, or multiple different products, if you want people to purchase multiple different products or multiple quantities, then I don't think it makes sense. But if you're just trying to get people to purchase one main product, then I think it does make sense.
Okay. Yeah. And another thing I want to ask real quick is, so a lot of the default themes have that announcement bar, and I've been using that announcement bar like 50% off Cyber Week or something like that. And I haven't been using Hurify. Should I just use one or the other, or will having them? My concern is having both of them together would seem too pushy and kind of lead people to be like, this is kind of like, it just feels a little too high pressure. Like there's so many things spat at you that say, oh, now, I don't know.
I don't think
that was my concern.
Way, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think especially because neither of them are pop-ups. What you want to be is like, if you've got a sticky add to cart popping up, plus a social proof popping up, plus enter your email address popping up, that's where you have to start thinking, wait, let's narrow this down to the one that is most impactful. But like the top sticky bar is like, it's standard, like you say, like so many stores have it. I don't think that's like a pushy thing, and Hurify definitely is a pushy thing. But I don't think those two conflict.
Okay. I guess I'll just try running Verify, see if it bumps anything up, because I haven't been using it up to this point because I had that concern. So
Gotcha.
See how it goes, see what the results are, and then adjust accordingly.
that's why I want to. I'm so like data oriented. I want like a page that has Verify, a page that doesn't have Verify, and a page that has this and this little change. And I want to like micro analyze everything. But
here's the thing, though. You've been running ads for a while now, so you see the inconsistency in it. It's not like 100 visitors to your store always results in 2.5 sales. You know, so there's going to be some fluctuation in it. So you have to kind of like, it's not going to be what we're running here are not statistically significant perfect A/B tests. That's just not what we're doing here, unfortunately. But like, that's just the reality of it. So you kind of have to change things and see the overall trend. But you're never going to get that perfect test of like single elements. Like, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's how people get their own little ideas of what works, because they change something and the next day it pops off, and then they believe in Horrify forever, or they hate Horrify forever. That's kind of how that goes.
Right. Yeah. What's the saying? Causation doesn't. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's that one. All right. Cool.
Sweet.
All right.